for the serious gamer.
Hey, it's Spider by NextGenTactics.com. This is our Search and Destroy Rush Series Wasteland Offense. This is my class and kill streak setup. If I'm not using this, it's because I either prestige or I'm low rank or whatever. I don't have stuff unlocked, or I might be using some shotgun stuff, which I've been doing as of late. This is our left side rush and flank to be. And when you're doing this, you definitely want to have guys on your team that are half decent and are sniping, because you will see guys on this side that are sniping. Now, I actually have a sniper rifle on this round, and if you go into actually your primary weapons and you look at the mobility of the sniper rifle is exactly the same as for an SMG, which is pretty ridiculous in my mind, but I mean, you can have a sniper rifle equipped and run just as quickly as with an MP5K. Usually you want to check for claymores there. I kind of ran in. It was actually an early round, one of my earlier rounds that I recorded. But you definitely want to try and watch for the claymores. So we plan a B, and we're going to defend. Should probably have the sniper rifle out. And there's a guy right there. And we do have a guy protecting our backside, our flank side, as well, just to the right of me.
He's coming in, he's on the outside.
So there's the last guy, and our teammate ends up getting him.
I don't destroy the objective.
Now, this is the rush we'll do most of the time, and we'll usually do it the very first round. I mean, if it doesn't go that well the very first round, I mean, obviously you have a chance to compensate for that. You know, what'd you do right, what'd you do wrong, and either do it again, but do, you know, the right things that you did better and do the wrong things the right way, or you can actually take an entirely different approach. And I always lay that claymore down, and you know, if a guy gets by me, I like to go prone here, just because I mean, looks like we might have a sniper back near our spawn, but he's actually coming through the trench. So we don't have any protection on that far side. If a sniper comes around, I mean, with a thermal you can probably still see us, but you know, if we're crouched or standing up, then he's going to be able to see us and snipe us. And we use this tree as cover as well. This tree that's sort of right in front of us here, we use that as cover. And you know, occasionally guys will jump up as soon as they come out of the tunnel, but it doesn't happen that often. And you're actually right nearby the bombs, so that you can detect if somebody is trying to defuse quite easily and just turn and shoot them if they happen to get by you in the trench. And that's what we did that round.
Destroy the objective.
So here's another left side rush, but instead of going to B, we're actually going into the tunnel. Sometimes against good opponents who are very quick, as soon as you get into the tunnel, you will run into somebody occasionally. And obviously if you do and you get killed, you're going to change your tactics for the next round. But here we actually get into position. I like going on the top of the stable. I mean, it's an obvious spot in here, but it's the best spot to see the enemy as they come in through the left side. And our bomb's been planted on A side. We've got three teammates on that side, so we're going to stay here. I believe we planted a claymore as we came in, so we do have our backside protected. So really the only entranceway we're covering here is on the left side, the one we're watching. And one of our teammates actually comes around and gets one of the enemies who was on that left side. So we're not sure where these other two guys are. They're probably coming up where my claymore is, and hey, what do you know? There goes my claymore. And the other guy obviously doesn't have enough time to do anything. And Guns takes him out. So another rush plant A. Again, when I pick up the bomb, look, and this is really good. This is really good here. They got a chopper gunner, but one of our teammates actually has a predator missile, and he ends up taking out the chopper with the predator right here. Oh, there's the chopper. Good thing it didn't land on me. And I usually try to throw my stun grenades as I'm rushing to A. I try and throw my stun grenades towards that tunnel to hopefully stun any enemies that may be coming through or positioning themselves inside. So my teammates, who usually do not have marathon and lightweight and an SMG equipped, so they have time to catch up And while I'm planting, after I planted that claymore, and while I'm planting, if anybody ends up coming out of that tunnel after they've recovered from the stun, then they're in a position to be able to take them out. So I mean, a lot of these maps you really need a half decent team behind you, because I mean, if these guys were obviously going around the other side towards B and you're rush planning A, even after telling them that's what you're doing, you know, they're not helping you out. It's going to be pretty hard to defend, you know, either A or B, just because of the distance. You know, I mean, there's a lot of distance there. You can get snipers located anywhere around here, and you're not even going to be able to see them, and they'll take you out. So it's very, very important to have a half decent team behind you, preferably with a couple of snipers. So again, we do the rush plant to A quite a bit, just because it's the thing to do. We can get to A first before the enemy, especially with our class setup. And this time I don't throw the stuns. Actually, I do throw a stun there, but I usually stick to the trench.
Right, there's one in that house.
So we've got 3 guys around us, and one guy back near our spawn to cover the flank, and that's an important thing too. You want to cover that flank. You don't want everybody in here at A watching the tunnel and watching on you know, the far side behind this tree, because you will occasionally get guys that will flank around your spawn area. So you definitely want to cover that position as well. So there's 3 sort of 3 ways in to A. You know, the tunnel around that side that I'm looking at now, and from your spawn and around on the flank side. So, you know, it's 5 of us. I think there's only 1 guy left, so we're just sort of searching around. Maybe get some XP, who knows. I mean, we got claymores everywhere here. And he's on the far side, like he's not even anywhere near being able to defuse. You know, note to guys that are on the defense, you can't win the round if the bomb goes off. Okay? 'Cause I think a lot of people don't understand that, and that's the problem with the kill streak setup. How it spans rounds, because it's a deterrent for people to come and defuse. I mean, all our team members, you know what? The name of the game is winning the round, not getting your kill streak. You know, unless it's, you know, it's pretty obvious you're not going to be able to defuse if it's like 5-on-1 or whatever, and you do have a kill streak, okay, maybe in that one particular instance, but, you know, it's, like I said, the spanning of the rounds for the kill streaks is a real deterrent for people to go and try and defuse, and I see it all the time. So again, we're just behind this tree. We can hear everything, and there's a guy defusing. I was actually trying for a headshot there, and then the freaking recoil on that MP5K was just ridiculous. So I didn't end up getting my headshot. So here's sort of a rush to middle position, and we're actually getting our asses handed to us a little bit on this game, because we didn't really have a decent approach. So I think we had initially tried direct rush to A, and that didn't work out so well. So that's why I did this rush to the middle tunnel here, to try and catch these guys, because they were coming pretty hard through the tunnel towards A. So we know guys come back around to A. I think one of our teammates planted a claymore, not sure. But we've got 3 of us over on this far side, so we're going to go and do a B plant here.
Matt, go all the way to the left.
So, you know, given the circumstances, I think this is a good tactic. They've all come towards A. We're checking for our claymores now. We actually get smarter the more we play. Yeah, check for your claymores. And there's somebody firing. Okay, plant my claymore, and we're getting fired at, and we see him. So you know what? We're gonna go around. We've got 3 teammates. Again, I wouldn't normally do this if it was like 2-on-2 or 1-on-2 or whatever. We actually catch a guy coming through here trying to flank us, and we can see this guy. He doesn't have a silencer, and we come up behind him and get him.
Good job, team.
So that is Wasteland Offense. Hope you guys like that. For more strategies and tactics, visit www.nextgentactics.com. I'm Spiderbite, and we'll see you again.